A young couple just got married and went over to the pastor to ask if they could join the church. The pastor looked at the young couple who were hardly able to keep their hands off each other and said, "We have special requirements for new joiners. You must avoid having sex for 2 weeks." After hesitating for a while and looking at each other, they agreed and went away. The couple came back after 2 weeks, and the pastor asked them, "Well, how did it go? Were you able to be without sex for 2 weeks?" The man said, "Pastor, we are truly sorry we didn't manage to go without sex for the whole 2 weeks." "Why not?" the pastor asked. "You see, it was a very warm, sunny day, and my wife was wearing a miniskirt, and when I noticed her reaching for a bag of chips from the top shelf, I went crazy from the view, but I managed to control myself still." "That's good," said the pastor, "but then she dropped the bag, and she had to bend over to pick it up. I just simply lost it and took her right there." "You understand, of course, that this means you will not be welcome in our church," said the pastor. "That's okay," said the young man. "We're not welcome at our local market anymore either." One fine evening, a man named Steve thought it would be a great idea to invite his mother over for a lovely dinner at his apartment. As they enjoyed their meal, Steve's mother couldn't help but notice something intriguing about Steve's roommate, Peter. He was not only remarkably tall, but also strikingly handsome, a combination that caught her attention. For quite some time, she had been nursing a suspicion that Steve and Peter were sharing more than just a living space, and her motherly intuition was telling her there was a romantic connection between them. In an attempt to confirm her suspicion and satisfy her curiosity, she decided to ask Steve directly if he and Peter were in a relationship. However, Steve was quick to refute her suspicion, wanting to avoid any awkwardness or misinterpretations. He reassured his mother that they were merely sharing the rent and the space to make ends meet, and there was absolutely no romantic involvement between them, just a platonic living arrangement. A week passed since the memorable dinner, and one day Peter approached Steve with a perplexed expression on his face. "Hey, Steve," he began, looking around the apartment. "Do you have any idea where our fancy silver soup ladle is? I've been looking for it everywhere since your mother came over for dinner, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. You don't think she might have accidentally taken it with her, do you?" While Steve highly doubted it, his mother would intentionally take their soup ladle, he thought it prudent to ensure there was no misunderstanding and to put Peter's mind at ease. Hence, he decided to draft an email to his mother to subtly bring up the matter without directly accusing her. The email read, "Dear Mom, I'm not insinuating that you took or didn't take our soup ladle, but I've noticed that it's been mysteriously absent since the evening you were over for dinner. Love, Steve." A few days later, a response from his mother found its way to Steve's inbox, her reply filled with a knowing tone and a hint of playful sarcasm. The email read, "Dear Steve, I'm not suggesting that you're sharing a bed or not sharing a bed with Peter, but if he had been sleeping in his own bed, as he should be if your story is to be believed, he would have found the soup ladle tucked under his pillow quite some time ago. Much love, Mom." Attached to the email was a simple message. "Words of wisdom for the day. Don't lie to your mom."